sure that was here.
I have it right here.
Oh, okay.
Good grief.
Can I read it real quick?
You can read it all you want. It's just, am I going to let you on the air to read it right now?
Yeah.
No, I am not, because I'm going to a break.
Okay.
So, you're just going to have to get over that one. It is the Miss Rob Hanson radio program. Back after these messages. KTOX Needles. Radio program could be brought to you by you for as little as $25 a week. For more information, email us at info@ktox1340.com. That's info@ktox1340.com. info@ktox1340.com.
KTOX.
KTOX.
The Tri-States Talk Leader.
Stuck in Bullhead City without a ride? Don't waste time. Call Taxi. We're your local experts for fast, reliable transportation around town, to the airport, or anywhere you need to go. Our friendly drivers ensure safe, comfortable rides at affordable rates, 24/7. Whether it's a quick errand or a night out, we've got you covered. Call now, 928-201-2953. That's 928-201-2953. Time Call Taxi, because time is money, and we're always on time.
This is Mike from the Afternoon Drive-By. I want to talk to you about one of KTOX's most loyal and famous sponsors. That is Dandy's Donut and Deli in Fort Mojave. Dandy's has fresh-baked donuts, hot and iced coffee every day. Besides the consistently incomparable food and exceptional service, Dandy's overall excellence and clean atmosphere is unsurpassed. Dandy's Donut and Deli at 4630 Highway 95. Open 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
And tell them that you heard it on KTOX.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick and proud aunt. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing. But not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. 1 in 6. That little girl sitting alone at the playground, she can't play like the other kids. She doesn't have the energy because she's hungry. School lunch will be her only meal today. It breaks my heart that this is the reality in our country, but it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. This food is then provided to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about using your imagination, learning, and having fun. These children shouldn't have to miss out on simply being a kid because they're hungry. To find out how you can help end childhood hunger in your community, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi. I'd like to report a bear hug.
Okay.
Well, before I left my campsite, I was putting out my fire, and out of nowhere, Smokey Bear showed up and hugged me?
So you drowned the fire, you stirred it, drowned it again, and felt that it was cold?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. He likes it when people correctly put out their campfires. He's pretty big on wildfire prevention. He's just letting you know you did good. With a hug. He's a hugger.
I just got a bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update!
All right, I'm going to let you go now. I've got a lot of ranger stuff to do. There are many ways to start a fire, but one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
I'm a third-grade teacher.
I'm a school bus driver.
I am a parent.
I am a teacher's aide, and I agree to be identified
as a caring adult who pledges to help bullied students.
I will listen carefully to all students who seek my help
and act on their behalf
to put an immediate stop to bullying.
I will work with other caring adults to create a safe
learning environment for all the students in my school.
In my school.
In my school.
In my school.
I'm David Goldberg, Secretary-Treasurer of the California Teachers Association. Help us create safe, bully-free learning environments for all students in California. One caring adult can make all the difference. Take the pledge to be that adult at NEA.org/bullyfree. Adults have the power to stop bullying in our schools.
It starts with me.
It starts with me.
It starts with me.
Bully free. It starts with me.
A message from the California Teachers Association.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
The most important events of the last century were reported on AM radio. At KTOX, that tradition lives on.
For China is already engaging with the maximum power it can commit.
KTOX, 1340 AM, Needles, California. KTOX 1340 AM, standing up for truth, justice, and a decent cup of coffee.
To talk with Rob on the air, call 855-586-9134.
Welcome back. 855-586-9134 is the number. Let's go to the phones. KTOX, you're on the air.
Did you watch the missile launch this morning?
No, I did not.
I forgot to look over there at that particular time, but I was up and around.
I
didn't remember it till about 8:15, and I looked over in that direction, and there wasn't any contrail or smoke trail or anything.
Yeah, I have no idea about that, and yes, I had remembered it and got up at about 4:30 this morning because, well, just cause, and then laid back down, fell back to sleep, and didn't get up until about 10 o'clock. So there you go. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. However, I did find that website. Let me see if I still have it. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Starlink Group. Okay. Yeah, went up at 7:57 this morning. 7:50 to 7:58. So anyway,
so it did blast off. Huh?
It did blast off. Now, your next opportunity is Monday, and that will be a nighttime launch, but that one will be between 7:37 p.m. and 11:37 p.m.
Between 7 and 11?
Yes.
Wow.
So, go grab some adult beverages in your lawn chair and go sit out there at roughly about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at night, roughly thereabouts, 7:30-ish. And, drink your adult beverages and keep your eye on the western sky or southwestern sky. And you may be able to see it.
Jesus, I think it was about 8:15 when I finally looked over there, and I didn't see any.
Well, like I said, it went up around 7:57, 7:58, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So I don't know the details of it. You may not have been looking in the right direction. You never know. But it was a daytime launch, so that also has a lot to do with it. So I don't know. Might be able to see it Friday night or Monday night. I'm sorry, Monday night.
Okay, well, thanks for the information. What website is that you're looking at?
This is spacelaunchschedule.com.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, all righty. Thanks for the call.
Thank you, Rob.
Bye-bye. KTOX, you're on the air.
Just one last thing I'll bother you with today.
Okay.
You remember last week when you said that we weren't going to send ground troops?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, aren't you getting tired of being a liar for this?
Hey, knock it the off.
Aren't you getting tired of carrying water?
You want to come on my show and start cussing at me and accusing me of being a liar. The thing of it was, Chuck, and yeah, your volume's down, so you don't get to speak. But don't you start cussing at me, and don't you start accusing me of being a liar. And if you want to call back and have a civilized conversation, that's on you. If you don't call back. Don't bother calling back, because every time I hear your voice, I'm just going to start hanging up on you. How about that, Chuckles? 855-586-9134. This portion of the Rob Hanson radio program could be brought to you by you for as little as $25 a week. For more information, email us at info@ktox1340.com. That's info@ktox1340.com. info@ktox1340.com.
KTOX.
KTOX.
The Tri-States Talk Leader.
Stuck in Bullhead City without a ride? Don't waste time. Call Taxi. We're your local experts for fast, reliable transportation around town, to the airport, or anywhere you need to go. Our friendly drivers ensure safe, comfortable rides at affordable rates, 24/7. Whether it's a quick errand or a night out, we've got you covered. Call now, 928-201-2953. That's 928-201-2953. Time Call Taxi, because time is money, and we're always on time.
Developers and investors, located in beautiful Needles, California. This is your opportunity. Riverlux Resort, a city-approved 15-acre mixed-use development along the Colorado River, zoned PUD and C2, ready for retail, resort, and residential growth. Prime location between the river and the golf course, where lifestyle meets potential. Visit riverluxresort.com and discover the vision.
Stuck in Bullhead City without a ride? Don't waste time. Call Taxi. We're your local experts for fast, reliable transportation around town, to the airport, or anywhere you need to go. Our friendly drivers ensure safe, comfortable rides at affordable rates, 24/7. Whether it's a quick errand or a night out, we've got you covered. Call now, 928-201-2953. That's 928-201-2953. Time Call Taxi, because time is money, and we're always on time.
Hi, Crystal again from High Desert Heat. Never before in history has it been more important to hang on to your Second Amendment rights. Times are changing fast. Make sure you and your family are protected. At High Desert Heat, we have all your Second Amendment needs. Weekly CCW classes as well as training or even a try before you buy. Custom Cerakoting, engraving, ladies private and group shooting classes. We are your hometown family-friendly one-stop shop. High Desert Heat, 4410 Highway 95, Fort Mojave, Arizona, 928-763-4328.
Has anybody told you about Coast to Coast AM tonight?
Coast to Coast is one of those programs that deals with strange mysteries. We'll look at Bigfoot. We'll look at UFOs. We'll look at real science. And we'll also look at conspiracies and what it all means to you, the listeners of Coast to Coast AM.
It's the best in overnight talk radio. Coast to Coast AM.
That's Coast to Coast every night at 10 p.m. right here on KTOX.
Swantees of Bullhead City wants to make your life easier. Swantees has new Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Dodge vehicles all in stock, like the 2025 Dodge Durango. Swantees features fast trade-in value, competitive specials, and no-hassle financing. Now Swantees wants your car, paid for or not. They will come to you, have an extra car, sell it to us today, or trade in to upgrade. Swantees of Bullhead City at 2494 Highway 95, right here in beautiful Bullhead City. KTOX would love to do your advertising. If your organization or business needs a little help, KTOX can get your name out on the air. We have the best advertising rates in the area. Reach us by email at ktoxradio@yahoo.com or 928-296-2562. That's ktoxradio@yahoo.com or 928-296-2562.
This is Mike from the Afternoon Drive-By. I want to talk to you about one of KTOX's most loyal and famous sponsors. That is Dandy's Donut and Deli in Fort Mojave. Dandy's has fresh-baked donuts, hot and iced coffee every day. Besides the consistently incomparable food and exceptional service, Dandy's overall excellence and clean atmosphere is unsurpassed. Dandy's Donut and Deli at 4630 Highway 95. Open 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
And tell them that you heard it on KTOX.
Has anybody told you about Coast to Coast AM tonight?
Coast to Coast is one of those programs that deals with strange mysteries. We'll look at Bigfoot. We'll look at UFOs. We'll look at real science. And we'll also look at conspiracies and what it all means to you, the listeners of Coast to Coast AM.
It's the best in overnight talk radio. Coast to Coast AM.
That's Coast to Coast every night at 10 p.m. right here on KTOX.
KTOX Needles, the very best in live local talk.
To talk with Rob on the air, call 855-586-9134.
Welcome back. Eight 855-586-9134 is the number. Yeah, I'm now in a foul mood. Let's go to the phones. KTOX, you're on the air. What do you want?
Chuck just found out what it's like to be on the receiving end of a bayonet assault.
I don't know. I just not real pleased with him. And yes, I do understand that about 5,000 Marines are being deployed to the Middle East. Where they're being deployed to is another subject altogether. I don't think they're going to be landing in Iran.
Well, yeah, 5,000 Marines on the beach in Iran.
It's probably enough to take care of the entire damn country. But I don't know. It's just. Look, I don't have a problem with the U.S. doing what they're doing in Iran. I don't want to see this to be another 20-year endless war. And yes, Chuckles, I somewhat agree with you on that topic. However, we're not talking about mobilizing Army units, divisions. We're sending 5,000 Marines. And I don't think they're going to Iran per se. It may be to beef up security at bases around the Middle East. We don't know. Now, do we? Sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's more of an assault force than it is a security force.
Well, it
can be used for either.
Yeah, it could be for either, but what are they going to assault?
Well, an assault force would include airborne.
Yeah. Well, that would include divisions. I mean,
yeah.
Iran has enough of an army left over where, it would take quite a bit to invade the country.
And with today's weapons, why do we need men to fight other men when we have weapons that can just take out an entire army?
Yeah. Anyway, about 4 hours ago, the caption here says about 2,500 U.S. Marines are being deployed to the Middle East as American-Israeli strikes keep pounding Iran. Islamic Republic keeps attacking Persian Gulf shipping and energy infrastructure As Iran threatens to choke global shipments of oil, U.S. Secretary's Defense, or U.S. Secretary of War, excuse me, Pete Hegseth said, we've been dealing with it and we don't need to worry about it. And, I've got the interview here.
We'll send additional troops to the Middle East. It comes as more U.S. service members have died in the region. Local 10's Ross Ketchke, live in D.C. with the very latest. Ross.
Louis, U.S. officials say this deployment will include U.S. Marines and another attack ship, all now heading towards the Middle East. And this is all coming as President Trump still has not ruled out the possibility of putting boots on the ground in this war with Iran.
He did at the
decimating
beginning.
the radical Iranian regime's military in a way the world has never seen before.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the United States is continuing to deal
Oh
critical
God,
blows to
okay, that's it. I can't handle his nasally voice.
Well, that's more of a news report than I've been able to hear so far.
Yeah. Well, his nasally voice just really drove me up a wall. Sorry. I couldn't handle having that in my ears anymore. I mean, good God. Get that guy some Sudafed or Afrin or something. Clear his nostrils. or find somebody better.
Where do they learn that?
What's that?
How to talk through their nose.
I have no idea, but that just sounded awful. That just sounded absolutely awful. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, I don't know. It's whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And at the beginning of this, Trump said we weren't going to put boots on the ground. I said I wasn't going to hold my breath, but I'm going to take him for face value. When he said that.
Well, if they're going to be deployed on the ground someplace, that means they're probably on a ship right now.
Or on airplanes or whatever.
But, to move that many people, 5,000 people, it takes a few shiploads.
Well, or airplane loads, whichever.
Well, 5,000 people in airplanes?
Not all at once. Come on. They don't stack Marines up like cordwood, but have you seen the back end of a Galaxy C5?
Well, you can fit 400, 500, half a thousand in there?
In an entire company plus equipment.
Well, a company
and we have a lot of C5s.
A company's only 150 people.
Yeah, I understand that, but you're talking equipment as well. But and they're deploying another strike group over there already. I doubt that these are shipboard Marines. And I doubt they're all going over at once because I don't think this is an invasion force. I mean, come on, 5,000 invasion force? Where are we invading them all? Tennessee?
No, not even enough for an air assault, really.
No, it's not. Like I said, I think they're security forces is all it is. That's about it's about what it is. I think they're security forces, and they may be separated among ships to do boardings and stuff like that. Who knows? But they're Marines. Let them do their job.
Well,
I hope they get steak and lobster.
I think they just want to let them off the ships for a while.
Yeah, that could
be on the land.
Oh, they're not there yet.
Yeah.
They're not there yet. So it's a matter of getting them there. They're probably going to transport them via airplane. Land them in bases in Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Israel, wherever that we have air bases at. I mean, it's pretty straightforward troop movement.
As you mentioned, security is an issue too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, security is an issue. Anyway, all right. Thanks for the call. Do appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. 855-586-9134 is the number. Oh, dear. Good God. Yeah, CW, I agree. Oy vey. Yeah. 855-586-9134. I don't know. I don't know if this is building up to something bigger and badder, and I hope not. I really hope not. I really hope that they can achieve their goals without Americans stepping foot in Iran. And I honestly don't think that that the 5,000 troops that they're sending over, the Marines, are an invasion force. Now, if the 101st or the 82nd Airborne, they said was on their way, then I would have a different opinion. Mixed in with 5,000 Marines to set up a beachhead. Yeah, then I would have a different opinion. But I don't think that's what's happening. So like I said, Chuckles, if you want to call in and have a rational discussion, feel free. But if you want to call in and just be a a-hole, don't bother. KTOX, you're on the air.
I thought this was supposed to be a serious radio program, but you turned it into a very chuckleful program hour.
The chuckleful? Oh, that's hilarious. I'm going to have to give you a ding on that one. Oh, that was funny. I enjoyed that. Thank you. Anything else?
Well, they're making rumors that the war will probably go on until September. I don't believe that.
Okay.
The small amount of troops that have entered into Iran, from what we are told,
there have been no troops going to Iran.
Yes, I agree with that.
There, like I said, 5,000 is not an invasion force make.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the problem is there's no long-term plan that's expressed to the American public for them to have the confidence of getting behind any war that they
I'm going to agree with you full-heartedly on. I mean, there is no exit, no strategy.
Off ramp.
I mean, all right. First Gulf War, or at least Desert Storm. Let's go back to Desert Storm 1990.
Yes.
Okay, or 1991, that area. I think they ended that one too damn fast. Honestly, they should have they should have rolled through the entire country and then left.
Yeah.
But I was grateful to see that, 101 hours later, we ceased fighting with them and left, and brought our people back home. Now, of course, that ended up in decades, in a couple of decades or a decade worth of issues out of Iraq. But we had an exit plan. Norman Schwarzkopf had an exit plan. He didn't want to stick around because he knew the area.
Why?
What's that?
Why?
Why didn't he want to stick around? Because he knew the area. He knew the politics in the area. I refer to his biography for more explanations than that, because his dad, I guess his dad was a diplomat in that area, and during his formative years, so he kind of knew the area. He kind of knew the attitudes of the people in the area. He definitely didn't want to stick around any longer than he absolutely had to.
Yeah, and Iran's being such a big landmass. How do we make the comparison to Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan? And I guess what we'll have to do is maybe study more, which I'll admit I haven't, to maybe figure out how such a large landmass of Iran is going to be dealt with in order to them to get some kind of positive result.
Well, like I said, I don't believe we're planning an actual boots on the ground invasion.
Well, that's good to hear.
Look at it. Think about it. 5,000 troops, even though our Marines are probably some of the best troops in the world, does not make an invasion force. It really doesn't. It takes tens of thousands of people. You've got to have everything from logistics to frontline soldiers to medical to everything. All those ducks have to be in a row. Look at the D-Day invasion of France.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hundreds of thousands of troops stormed those beaches. It took that many to secure a beachhead. And many, many, many tens of thousands died that day.
Yeah, and the question is still asking, all right, what was the long-term goal? That.
Well, the long-term goal of this entire conflict is regime change in Iran.
Yeah.
Because let's not mince words here. They've been at war with this since 1979.
Yeah.
They said they've been at war with this. Every time they speak, it's death to America, death to the great Satan, and death to the little Satan, which was Israel over there. Every time, every single time.
All I'm saying is this. I believe it was more true than not that before 1948, in the area of the Palestinian area, the Jews, Christians, and Islamists were getting along with each other because they're doing marketing and business transactions. So they had to get along with each other.
Yeah, post World War II, yeah, they did. Look, take a look at you want a good juxtaposure of that. Take a look at media and films and pictures from Tehran during the late 60s, early 1970s. That was that area was as modern as any Western city could be. They had just as modern as New York City or Chicago or Denver, Colorado, or L.A. It was a vast metropolis. The country was prosperous, and that was under the Shahs, which weren't all that great of a regime to begin with, but a whole sight better than what they have now.
Yeah.
Total.
Well, like anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like anywhere in any nation, you have a disagreement with your government. You have the power to actually change that, other than to cast your vote.
Mm-hmm.
You could take it to a civil war, but
well, that's
even
essentially what they did in the late 70s. They had a little civil war, deposed the Shah, and the Islamists took over.
Yeah.
And then immediately attacked the U.S. Embassy and took all those people hostages for over 400 days.
Well, you know something, Rob? Here we're living in the age of the internet compared to ancient empires. They didn't have the internet to get themselves fast information and to make the processing of understanding what the goals were as far as them, trying to find out what their empire is up to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here we got it today. So if anything bad happens, let's say, people are worried about the economy and stuff like that. But in the ancient times, the ancient empires, nations, they didn't have what we have today.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But they managed to get it through eventually. Very distorted.
Yeah.
But they had their scribes writing down everything. Anyway, thanks for the call, man. I got to go. I'm out of time, but I appreciate the phone call.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Oh, what, me? No, I'm fine. I'll live. Keep chuckling. We'll be back. Thanks for the call. 855-586-9134. That's our, got 1 second. No time. It is the Miss Rob Hanson radio program right here on the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader. That'd be KTOX 1340 AM 92.9 FM. Go out there and make the world a better place. Pray for our troops. Go out and get your ham radio license. KTOX News.
KTOX and K281CR Needles.
If you are just turning on your radios,
this is KTOX.
To bring you up to date on the news.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Keith Peters in Washington. A federal judge blocks the investigation of Chair Jerome Powell.
The Trump administration investigation involved testimony